Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. Um, since I did my last video about my Hall of Fame award and what other things have been going on, it's getting some really good reviews. But yes, this one I wanted to do about. Well, I had some news because I've been on Universal Credit now for a little while now, and I've been having like medical assessments to do with my mental health. And from what they're saying, they're basically retiring me, so I don't have to go and look for work anymore. So it looks like I'm going to be getting a state pension and that soon. So, wow, that's really good, really, because when I had my assessments, I said to them one of the things as well. I've got a thing with trust. Because of the way how I was treated by the system itself over the years, I've got no trust or faith in it, and it did have a big mental health impact on me. That did, it really did. I worked in the security industry for over 30 years, and I put my life on the line every day through that job, and I nearly lost it in 2011, as you all know on my channel. So yeah, as from today, I'm in the pensioners group, so to speak. But yes, so I've got to get in touch with my work assessor. She was the one that was helping me with certain things. So I've got to get in touch with her Monday and tell her that she may already know, I don't know, that I've been told to stop looking for work and getting myself prepared to go and look for work, because I've got to stop it all now. So, wow, that's kind of a weird thing to. I never expected, to be honest. I never expected it. I always thought, I'm going to be out there looking for work still. But yeah, I'm just being honest. I told them about why I was having therapy to do with my childhood problems. So yeah. So basically, I'm a pensioner now, so to speak. That's weird, isn't it? But there you go. They even said, they don't normally do things like it, but they've done all the assessment work with my GP and all my records within the mental health authority, from my GP, and yeah, they're not pressurising me to go and look for a job anymore now. So wow, that is a huge weight lifted. But what I want to do, I just want to do my own thing, and if I can make a career out of what I'm doing now through my martial arts, and going to be obviously launching my second book next year, or well, I did try to say I could do it by the end of the year, but the way that things are at the moment, it looks like it's going to be next year. For the UK Martial Arts Show 2023, I want it publicated before then. I mean, the book's over halfway written. I know once I've probably nearly completed it, I'm going to send some of it off to my co-author Dave Major, and I know he wants to add some stuff to it as well, because he's been doing his own research on me again with the latest things that have been going on. But yeah, and it also looks like I'm going to be working with the Dayin Tai Chi organisation, originally from Wolverhampton. So yeah, because I was given this book by one of the senior teachers, Diane Bentley, I think her name's Diane Bentley. She gave me this. I saw her yesterday. She came and picked me up from the hostel and took me to Pattingham, where she lives. Got a lovely house, absolutely beautiful, and it's in the countryside, and that's what I love, because the energy around the countryside, where all the greenery is far better than it is around in the built-up places. The concrete jungle, which I call it, or who else, everybody else calls it. But yeah, she gave me this. This is a Ba Duan Jing Qigong teaching manual. So I've recognised some of the things in there. I'm sure I do a couple of them. But yeah, yesterday it was amazing. She's got her own studio as well in her garden. Beautiful place. And then she was showing me some fan work, showing me the Tai Chi, the Dayin Tai Chi system. It's beautiful. But prior to that, she wanted to see what I know about in Tai Chi, so I showed her my variation to what I do. And in instance, you could feel the chi radiating from me straight away. Even when she picked me up, she could pick up on my energy straight away. And you know, I've never met her before. It's the first time I've ever met her, so she's a complete stranger, you know, to me. And for her to pick up on my energy like that straight away, she couldn't stop smiling. She was always making her feel happy. I said, oh, my energy sometimes makes people feel emotional, but in a good way, you know. But yes. Well, so I am now a Tai Chi pensioner, officially, as from today. Wow. To be honest, I thought I would be working on into my 60s. For the government, so to speak, you know, paying the tax and all that, and whatever. But anyway, yeah, so, yes, can't believe it's actually happened. Very weird, very surreal moment when I saw it on my journal, and I had to download a PDF, which the Universal Credit medical team sent to me. So yeah, I'm not being pressurized to look for work anymore now. Wow. Never thought I'd ever see the day. And people said, oh, you know, when you look at me, they said you look well. I says, yeah, but you know, I'm mentally scarred. You know, since the 70s, that's where my mental scars originate from. I know I was attacked in 2011, which you'd all know. But yeah, my mental scars are from the 70s, from my childhood. That's where the deep ones really are. And how am I feeling? I always say this on my video posts. I always got to be truthful and honest about how I really feel. I'm okay. Sometimes when I go for walks, I still have a bit of a flashback. I had one today. It wasn't a nice one. I was doing my qigong walking around West Park, and as I was just about to leave, I don't know what it was, but I felt someone from behind me, and they had like a big knife. You know, this is the flashback I was having, and I turned around, and obviously there was no one really there. But yeah, I had that, so I was turned and ready to defend myself. But you see what I mean? This is what I have. I have these fruit. How many times do I have these kind of flashbacks for the week? A couple of times I do. I'm being honest. I'm not lying. I'm being really honest about this. You know, sometimes at night as well. How do I feel about going to sleep as well? That's been a bit of an issue of late. You know, I do feel alone. Of course I do. It's only natural. But you know, I've carried on to the best of my abilities to try and keep sane in my mind by doing my exercises, doing my own Tai Chi and Qigong, and now linking up with the Day in Tai Chi organisation. You know, so that's going to be helping me even more doing my own thing. But yes, watch this space, everybody. Watch this space, because you know, since I've had this Hall of Fame one, my 12th one, my 3rd Special Achievement Award, a lot more interest have been generated. People are thinking, God, this guy is the real deal. I'm just me. That's it. No ego exists in me. Not one drop of it. You know, when I see people having the egotistic approach, you know, to say, oh, I'm better than you, I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you, and all this stuff. You know, I'm not interested about it. It doesn't bother me. You know, it's up to them if they want to keep that approach. But I was talking to someone about that, about being egotistic. There's certain ways how you can use the ego approach to life. Ego can be used in a way to help you get along, but don't let it manifest. Help, you know, use it internally to give you the confidence, and don't let it materialise outwardly, saying you're better than him, you're better than her, and you've got this big flashy car, and you've got this humongous mansion and all this, you know. I can understand people who've got nice places, but don't be egotistic about it. Don't show off about it. You know, if you've earned things in life, show people how you've earned certain things. You know, this is the way I've been brought up. Like my dad being a musician in a band. Dad never showed off saying that he's in a well-known band. He never never showed off once. He let his music do the talking. He let his music do the talking. That's how he became quite well known in the music industry in the 60s and 70s. You know, but yeah, don't let the ego consume you though. Don't be, you know, become mad about it. You know, I was watching a video the other day. Greg Doucet, he's from Canada, and he's an IFBB pro. He's a doctor as well, of sports medicine and all that. And he was showing a video about this guy who was on this dating site, and it was a fitness one, and there was this girl on there, very beautiful, attractive looking girl. Says, I want a guy who's goes to the gym with me and what have you, you know. And then this guy, average looking guy, yeah, he was decent, alright guy, you know, and he said he wanted to hook up with her, and she turned him down flat, saying that he was too ugly, he wasn't good enough for her. I prefer a guy who's got this beach body approach, chiseled look, handsome looking and what have you, and she turned this guy down flat, and she dissed him in a bad and horrible negative way. You know, I find people like that are the most ugliest people on the inside of their bodies. I've come across them, and I really have. They are some of the most ugliest people on the inside. They have good looks about them, have great physique, but some of them which I've come across are the most ugliest people out there from within. And they are. You know, this is the kind of world we live in. If your face doesn't fit, they don't want to know. And it's true, I've experienced that many a time myself. And this is probably one of the reasons why I'd rather stay on my own and do my own thing. You know, of course I do miss having a relationship, but that's one of the things I've had to sacrifice to do what I want to do now. Because a lot of people were surprised to know that I'm not with anyone. They were really surprised. This is why you're being like this, Andrew. It's because I've done it. I've done the relationship, done the marriages. I've got a son. You know, I've done it. I don't want any more of it anymore. I want my son, of course. But relationships and that, no. I'd rather sacrifice that to get where I want to get in life. You know. And I'm coping it being alone, of course. You know, I'm coping. You know, but this is the way I am these days now, and I'm doing what I really want. I'm living the life of a martial artist, and I am living the life of one. Where before, I was always told, well, why are you doing that for? Well, I was doing that long before you came into my life, so I'm not going to give it up. Because they were kind of expecting me to give it up for them. And they were, and that's no word of a lie, they really were. Because they didn't want to be a part of it. Well, I never forced it on them. You know, to them to be a part of what I do. It's up to them if they wanted to, you know. They could take it or leave it, but obviously they didn't want to be a part of it, so I knew where I stood after that. I knew where I stood. Because I wasn't going to give it up for no one. You know, it saved my life, and that's why I did not want to give it up. Because I know if I never did all that training all those years, I can guarantee in 1988, I would have lost my life, rest assured. I would have lost it at the age of 22. I wouldn't be here today doing my videos and doing what I'm doing. So I know for a fact my martial arts back then in 1988 when I was 22 saved my life, and it really did. And for those of you who know my brother Stuart, he will tell you, he witnessed what I did, he saw what I did. Saved both our lives that day. You know? And people say to me, certain martial arts doesn't work for the streets. Well, it depends what you're learning it for. I learned my martial arts for the streets, not for competition. I learned it for the streets and for health, mind. A healthy mind, a healthy body, healthy spirit as well. You know, people say, oh, that flowery stuff doesn't work. Well, I don't do the flowery stuff. I use the flowery stuff for demonstrations, but I've learned the other stuff as well, the hardcore stuff for the streets. You know, and thank God that I chose to learn it. But anyway, taken away, you know, I'm not a negative person, but I have to speak my mind about things. Because I've had a lot of people call me a liar. They have. And they've been contradicted towards me behind my back. You know. So this is why I do these videos. I'm not a afraid to speak the truth. People who diss me, it's up to them. They can do the hell what they want, but as long as they don't give my family any problems or anything like that, you know. But I'm a peaceful man, you know. I'm a very peaceful man, and I'll always keep being that way in life. But anyway, this video is a little bit longer than normal, but I thought I'd share that with you anyway. So yes, I'm officially, as from today, a pensioner. Wow. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel for those of you who are new. And turn on the notification bell. So when I do upload a video, I do them every now and again, not all the time. And I'm looking at doing a second one within a few days of doing my last video. So, you know, this is good for me. It's because of what's happened today, so I thought I'd spread the news with you about that. But yeah, it's really weird though. I don't think it's his time yet, knowing that I'm a pensioner now. Wow. But anyway, again, if you're new to my channel, like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. So when I upload a video, you'll see what type of video I've done. And again, I don't use no gimmicks or no special effects for my introduction of my videos. I just do them, as you know, like this. But yeah, eventually I will be doing some training videos. I will. And that's a dead certain, because my good friend Christopher Evans, who's from Newcastle, I met him through social media. We're going to be doing some work together. I know he's producing a video for me called Out of the Darkness, which is a video version of my book, basically. So we're going to try and get that up on my channel as well, so for you to see. But again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And please stay safe out there, everybody. Sending my big love to you all. I always do that. Thank you.